Okay, so I was watching Doelow video. Um, he be getting on my nerves with this because I was just talking about the Little Nas X. I actually did a recording of watching the video and what I think and perceive. And then like as soon as I finished the video, he came out with this video. And this happens so often. So often. Alright, took a short break, but I'm gonna release that video later. It's just a video of me watching the video, reading the comments and stuff, and just giving my thoughts and ideals on it. And that's it. Our perspective on it. But I haven't finished the Doelow video yet, but there was one part that caught my attention, and I actually took notes on it. So I'm still mad at Doelow. He still haven't did my reading or respond to my email. So, but I had let it go. I mean, I detached. I detached because I low key kind of felt like he avoided me. Like maybe he don't fuck with me or something like that. Like I don't know, but um I was looking, I wanted the reading, like I really did want a reading from him, and I was excited about it. And when I get excited about something and it don't come to fruition, like I just detach. I detach from it because it's like, damn, every time I think, I'm be thinking about that reading now. And I follow all the steps that he gave to get a reading. And it's been like over a month, y'all. Over a month. And I think that he seen my email and like purposely moved past it. Okay. So, and I also be having the energy like if somebody don't fuck with me, then I don't want to fuck with them either. But nah, I ain't gonna do that because he do stimulate my mind, and I appreciate him even if he don't appreciate me. I appreciate his he made me feel understood because we think so much alike and stuff like that. So let's get into it. Now, he was talking about different levels of thinking. So the way that he explained it, I was like, okay, so it's basically how you go to different energies by what's outside of you. So he put it in like numbers, numerology. He attached it to that. So if you're thinking like on the first dimension, which is you, yourself, he said it was a very individualistic, oh my God, I can't talk, very individualistic mindset. So basically, you're only thinking about yourself. You can only see your perspective. It's all about you. That's one dimensional thinking. Makes sense, right? One dimensional thinking. You can only see it from your perspective, and that's it. You're not even trying to pay attention to other perspectives or things that's in your surroundings. So, two, relative, my God, relatively everything besides you are relation to you. I added the relation to you part because that's like a summary of what he said to me. So when you in a two-dimension thinking, um, you thinking about everything relative to you that's connected to you or have a relation to you. So it's like you only paying attention to what's in front of you, something like that. And then three-dimensional thinking is paying attention to everything in your surroundings besides you. So, um, I'm a life path 3, and I do this quite a bit. Like when I'm meditating, my meditation is bringing me to the now because there's peace in the now. My mind is way too active to meditate like other people do, like sit still and just silence your mind and stuff. My mind too active for that. So for me, meditating is, for one, I have to be active, like I'm walking. And for two, I'm present. I'm in the now. I'm paying attention to the things in my surroundings, and I'm appreciating it. Like I'm appreciating the feeling of the sun on my skin. I'm appreciating the wind, the breeze. I'm appreciating what I can in that moment, but I'm in the now. So that's what three-dimensional thinking is. So paying attention to things in your surroundings. Four-dimensional thinking is giving name and titles and ideals to the things in your surroundings. So that instantly made me think of the story I put of damn, what's their name? Oh Lord. Oh, Perpetua and Felicity. Okay, so on the part of the story when she asks her dad, like, can you call that pot by any other name than what it is, which is a pot? And then she said, no, you can't. She said that you could only call it a pot, just like I could only call myself a Christian or whatever. And I was like, that's bullshit. That's limited thinking. Like, this person is stuck in the 1 through 3 dimensional thinking because they feel like because somebody, the government or whoever named that pot originally, you can't look at that pot and give it a different name or perspective. Why can't you call that pot a jug? Why can't you call that pot, I don't know, a blanket? I mean, who give a fuck? You could call it what you want. That's how you manifest for yourself. So it's like observing things in your surrounding and giving it like a definition, a name, or something like that. That's four-dimensional thinking. So fifth dimensional thinking is thinking about the emotional responses you get from experiences. Okay, so hold on, y'all. I'm actually feeling it. So to me, the fifth dimensional thinking is basically paying attention. So now you're aware of the things in your surroundings. Now you becoming aware of how those things react to you, how those things treat you, feel about you, respond to you. So sixth dimensional thinking, focus on what you're paying attention to, the accumulation of all above. So you take in all those other dimensions, 1 through 5, and then you focusing on all that you learn. Like you focusing on how you feel, 1, individualistic. 2, then you paying attention to what's outside of you. 3, then not you paying attention to what is not relative to you. You're just paying attention to everything outside of you, the things in your surroundings. 4, you giving it meaning, or you giving it a title. I'm going to put this in like a relationship perspective when I go through all of them so it could be better understood. And then 5, you are thinking about all those things, their response to you and how they affect you, paying attention. And then 6, once you think about 1 through 5, you automatically in the vibration of being aware, paying attention. And then 7, how you see yourself outside of the experience as you viewing yourself. So it's like you having a conversation with somebody, and I feel like this kind of like the empathy part, like you putting yourself in other people's shoes so you could see things from their point of view, their perspective, is being able to see yourself through different perspectives that bring you to a new awareness, because there's always a cause and effect, always. So if you're in a situation and then you get into this 7th dimensional energy, then you could start to see how you cause whatever situation, like your effect, your part, your play in it. So then the 8th dimension, spending time on the 7th, which is what I was just talking about, and seeing different perspectives, observing everything. That sums it up. That's what that is. And then the 9th dimension is 1 through 8, wisdom and knowledge of 1 through 8. So after you go through all these different levels of thinking and perceiving and going through these different dimensions, now you obtain wisdom and knowledge, and that basically kind of make you a light being, because once you go through these processes, you to a point where you understanding of everything. You understanding of your part in it, you understanding of the other person part in it, like you just understanding of everything, and that opens you up to infinite wisdom and knowledge. So, and then after that, he said after you go through that, you be born out. So, if I put this in a relationship perspective, okay, let's say that you're in a argument with your partner, and originally all you could think about is yourself, like how you feel and why you so upset. And then you realize like, nah, your partner is in this with you, two dimension. Then 3, you recognize the environment that y'all in, like maybe y'all are in a space where there's other negative energy, right? Or maybe there's other people in the room observing, and their thoughts and opinions is penetrating y'all energy. So you just aware of y'all surroundings. So you aware of them, which is relative to you, and then you are aware of the surroundings that you are in. And then 4, that's when you start to give labels. So this person you having an argument with, this is your boyfriend. That has a certain weight to it, a meaning, and that's a factor. So this person, you gave them a label and a meaning that is relative to you. And then in the 5th, you start to think about their emotions. Or you might even start thinking about other people's emotions that are influencing the situation. So you outside of the one now, you're not just thinking about yourself. You thinking about what's in your surroundings, you think about the person that you are talking to and what they mean to you, and now you thinking about why they responding to you the way they responding. And then you get into the sixth dimension, focus on what you're paying attention to, the accumulation of all of above. So you giving it thought and feeling. So you recognize their emotions in the fifth dimension. So now in the sixth dimension, you are actually starting to ponder about it. Be like, why do they feel like that? Why do they see things like that? And then you get into the seventh dimension, how you see yourself outside of the experience as you viewing yourself. So in this dimension, you are, I feel like this is where you start to become empathetic, putting yourself in their shoes and understanding why they see things the way they see things or their perspective. And you could also start to view yourself through their lens. And if you could do that, you may be able to find a solution, right? Because you understand the cause and effect. So maybe it's something that you said or did to trigger them to respond the way that you did. Now, maybe this person gets stuck in the one and third dimension, but you could probably bring them to the seventh dimension with you by just going through these steps and then realizing like, oh, okay, I see. I see how I trigger you, but I didn't mean it like that. I really didn't. This is how I meant it. And then you go to the eighth dimension. Um, that's where I feel like y'all will start to conversate with each other and figure things out and fix it and bring things to balance. And then ninth dimension, you find a lesson in it and you completed it because y'all went through an inner experience, probably a tower moment or something like that, and then you went through these steps. These are natural steps that we go through, especially the more you get enlightened. So I figure like enlightenment is being able to go through these steps in life and utilize them to your benefit, right? And then in the end, I guess that's 10, you are born out. So you completed that cycle. You graduated from it. Wisdom, knowledge, light being, solutions. So that's what I took from it. It was good. I'm finna go back and finish the rest of the video and call it a day, y'all. Stay blessed.